What's up everyone, El Toro here, and welcome back to King's Quest. We're going to start on Chapter 5, The Good Night. Earlier I recorded about 45 minutes of this footage and realized my microphone was not turned on for whatever reason, so all that footage I lost. So there's a good chunk of this part I'm going to already know what to do, so it won't be blind, but I wanted to get through it. And what happens is I have to play on a separate save file. So it's going to maybe... well, watch. You'll get this note here when we begin. It'll say it's a narrative-driven game and is intended to be played in order. Skipping ahead in a new chapter is not recommended. So it might affect choices that we made earlier in the other things. But what it will do, we'll just get to the part where I left off, and then we'll go back to the other save and continue. So hopefully there won't be too much affected by it. We'll just find out here.
Recovering Lord Sullen's xylophone certainly sounds like a charming ruckus. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for a quest to be remembered by. One final adventure for future generations to share. Surely, my dear friend, you can relate to that. Oh, hello, Gwendolyn. Come on in.
Where did your friend go?
Why, he's right behind you, keeping warm by the fire.
There's no one there.
Not to worry, he'll be back. Always bouncing in and out, that one, like a slingshot.
Grandpa, we need to talk.
Of course, sweetheart. What'll it be? Dragons, treasure, love stories.
We need to talk about this.
I see. Come here. I am so sorry. I should have told you when I had the chance.
I'm just not ready for you to go.
Listen to me. I am not leaving you. Not yet. The mirror promised me one final adventure.
But the doctors, they said...
Has the magic mirror led us astray before? I'll be here for one more adventure, no matter what any doctor says.
So, where's this adventure taking place?
I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be grand. One for the tapestries of time. I was thinking Serenia, or a family trip back to Avalon.
Grandpa, you can't even get out of bed.
Oh, I can get out of bed all right, just saving up my strength.
I need to know why.
Why? I thought it would be nice to have an adventure outside these walls with the whole family.
No, not that. I need to know why the doctors can't fix you. There has to be a magical fruit that can cure you, or a spell to extend your life. I just can't believe that you're only suffering from old age.
Take a seat. There are a few more stories I have yet to share. For as long as I can remember, adventure always had a way of finding me. But as I grew older, I had to find adventure for myself.
Sweetheart, are you sure you need to go out questing for trouble at our ripe old age?
Darling, this old hat may be tattered, but it's not ready to be hung up yet.
I know. As long as you're living, you'll be working to make Daventry perfect. But what's the point of working so hard if we never can enjoy it? We still haven't watched a single sunset from the Rose Garden.
But there's still so much to do, love. I need to stay sharp. I just don't want my legacy to fizzle out like King Edward's.
Do what you like. I know I won't be able to convince you otherwise.
I probably should have stayed back and watched that sunset, but I had adventure on my mind. Perhaps there was another lost treasure to recover, or a unicorn to be rescued. Oh, if I was lucky, a hideous beast would be terrorizing the kingdom.
All right. So now we are playing as an elderly King Graham, who can run pretty darn good for someone his age, I gotta tell you. A lot better than I can, and I'm not even half his age. Or maybe, actually, I'm a little over half his age. But, yeah.
It seems like only yesterday you taught my arrow to fly. The town was always a good place to start an adventure. Perhaps I should start there.
And I'm going to try to do everything I did exactly previously before I realized my microphone wasn't on. So I'll
Wait,
I shouldn't miss anything.
Huh? What was that?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, she's referring to this just being a regular bridge. You'll see why in a moment.
Amaya and I cleared out all the spiniferous thorn weeds in the backwoods and planted a lovely rose garden instead.
Wait, what happened to the snarling Snarlaxes? With purple eyes, blue glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth.
They had to be crumbled. Ruined the castle's curb appeal, I'm afraid.
And you can actually sit on these benches. Just gives Graham a moment to rest, you know. Us old people need to take breaks from time to time.
Clang! That copper bell brought me right back to my younger days as a squire.
Hold on, Grandpa.
Yes, sweetheart?
It wasn't a bell.
Oh? And what was it?
It was a horn.
A horn. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Forgive my momentary lapse of memory. A patch of fire impeded my path forward. A mere brain teaser to get my logic wheels spinning.
All right, as you can see, Ulfie's back is on fire, so we have to find a way to put that out before we can go any further. So we're going to move over this way and take care of that.
As long as he knows the password, we have to let him in.
I'm getting tired of opening that door for him.
He needs to work on his time management skills.
After Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin holes.
I wish Ulfie would stay put. This meeting is already way over schedule.
He probably knows we don't have the croissant. He'd better come soon.
Years ago, if my memory serves me correctly, we redesigned that old meeting space into a...
We have a choice of Bridge Troll Memorial, Commemorative Fountain, or Sandbox for the children. We're going to want to choose this first, and you'll see why in a moment.
a sandbox that all the children of Daventry could enjoy.
And we're going to do it because we want, well, we have to look at it first.
Hey, how come I never got to play in that sandbox?
Your father was always paranoid about badgers doing their business in there and would never let me take you.
Alright, so we need this bucket right here.
A randomly placed item to add to my inventory. My adventure was already off to a great start.
Alright, so what you want to do now that you have the bucket, you want to leave this area for just a moment, and then you want to return. I don't know how far you have to go, but I'll go to here and go back in and see if that'll be enough to activate what we need activated.
Am I remembering this right? We redesigned the space into a...
Okay, and for here, you want to choose commemorative fountain. That way you can put water in the bucket.
A commemorative fountain honoring every guard who ever served the kingdom of Daventry. The fountain was meant for every guard who served Daventry, but I couldn't help shedding a tear for Larry every time I passed by.
Alright, now we want to place the bucket in there.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
Alright, now we have the ability to put the fire out on Ulfie's back. I ran around for a little while before I realized I had to re-enter that area. I went back to town, went back to all the way to the beginning of where I started, and there was nothing. So that was really my only choice, is to go back there to see if I'd missed something, and that's when it started a new cutscene and gave me the opportunity to change it. So, alright, let's go put the fire out.
The fire was extinguished, my journey continued.
Ah, that's better. Thanks, King Bandicoot.
You're very welcome, friend.
In the first time I played it, he didn't call me Bandicoot. He called me something else, and I don't remember what it was. It's probably because of what choices I made in that file. So
Wait,
there's some slight differences here.
Where's Ulfie?
What do you mean, sweetheart? He's right there. Ulfie, the magical talking bridge.
What?
Oh, hold on a second. You may be right. Ulfie was a bridge with a troll on his back, right? Oh, sorry. I mean a troll with a bridge on his back.
Correct.
How did your back catch on fire?
Oh, I'm not sure. Ulfie was taking a nap and then became very itchy. Probably just another heat rash.
A cool bath with 2 cups of oatmeal should clear that up. It's worked wonders for me.
Yeah? Your skin does look fantastic for 86.
Well, that's a shame. I'm 77.
Oh, my apologies, King. At 386, Ulfie's memory isn't what it used to be.
I know. You told me that yesterday.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Can you believe how old we've grown?
It seems like only yesterday we were dancing the dance of the official Bridge Troll Guild. And all the paths through Daventry were wide open. I just hope I chose the right direction, because my journey has become a bit of a straight line lately.
Oh, I hope that's not why you squeezed into your adventuring gear. It's been Ulfie's pleasure to watch your little bridge take root and blossom into King Graham the Compassionate. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, if you enjoyed my earlier accomplishments, wait until you see the greatness my next adventure will bring. I couldn't wait to get into town. The square was probably full of people in need of an adventurer. Someone to fetch treasures or forage rare ingredients. On that day, I would have taken any quests offered. One slight problem. I couldn't remember which way the town was. Which way was the town again? My muscle memory was having a hard time remembering.
Okay, so what they did here is not only is Graham confused, but his controls are all reversed. So if you want to go forward, you have to actually press the backwards key. So it makes it kind of difficult to go where you want to go. And there's one thing I did not do was okay, so that's where we just came from. We don't want to go that way. We want to go to this fire, though. If I can get us there.
Oh, please, no! Is this how I would be remembered? I had to enter those flames before my legacy was burned to the ground.
Okay, so we need to retrieve all 3 of the items here in this fire, and it's a little challenging when your controls are messed up. This one's quite easy. But if you go anywhere close to the fire, you will burn and die.
I saved one treasure, but it wasn't good enough. I pushed myself to grab another one. Treasures saved. They were charred, but not beyond repair. I probably should have stopped there, but there was no turning back now.
Grandpa, what were you thinking?
Shh. I need to concentrate.
Yeah, this last one took me a few tries. I kept getting burned on this little, looks like a branch that sticks out right here. The hitbox on it is quite sensitive. Alright, we made it through without any trouble so far.
Was all that really worth it?
Sorry, have my stories been good enough?
What do you mean? Your stories have been amazing.
I'm just not sure. There's so much more I could have told you. There are so many other details that I forgot to mention.
Grandpa, your stories are perfect. Just the way they are.
I just needed more time. Give me a few moments. I need to fill you in on some other details.
Grandpa, I'd like to remember the stories how they were first told to me.
They'll be better with all this stuff I forgot. Trust me.
Please don't ruin my memories.
Okay, for this puzzle, I actually had to just stop and look it up because I just was completely lost on it. The music box puzzle earlier in the game kind of threw me for a loop too, but that one was a little more straightforward. This one really did not make any sense to me because you can see there's a number there, a number 7 with kind of a purple background on it. And if you go over here, and what you have to do is play a certain tune to open this door. And you have this guy here, and I'll play this little cutscene.
See that? This is Tree Dorman, Amaya's partner.
Grandpa, Amaya doesn't need a partner. She's a strong woman by herself. Besides, he kind of seems underdeveloped.
You may be right.
Alright, so he's got a number 1 and a number 2 button with a green background on each. And we'll see what that means here in a moment. And this one here has a 3 and a 4 with a red and green background. And over here we'll have one more item. We've got a 5 and 6 with a gold and green background. I'll go ahead and play both the cutscenes for him.
What are those?
Fairies. I couldn't figure out where they fit in the story.
Perhaps the story was better without them.
Did I tell you the goblins rode around on rats in the caves?
No, but how does that make any sense?
Okay, so that is all. There are a total of 7 notes, and the colors are supposed to correspond with the notes. And we have to, let me show you here. Problem is, we have red, and on my screen, and at least the way I see color, this is pink and this is orange. This could be gold, green, and of course purple. So I was thinking, okay, well, I have no red. What am I supposed to do? So I eventually looked up, and some are saying it depended on what path you took, but I believe there is only one specific answer here. I'm just going to go ahead and play it to save you guys the grief of watching me fail 1,000 times. So here we go. You want to do pink, and pink again. Let's see, you want to do the brownish gold and then purple. Okay. And then green, orange, and purple. Green, orange, and purple. And that should be what the proper answer here.
In the past, Whisper may have raved about how Whisper was brave. But my boldest feat on land or sea is loving you more than I love me. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. Hey, love can boast, right? Whoever wrote that has some learning to do. Now, bask in the words I'm about to sing at you. Life was once full of danger and enemies. Whisper was brave, vanquished all foes, I mean ran away speedily, and you tempered my armor and then my heart right from the start. You mended all my shiny parts. You're bold, daring, endowed with a muscular lower jaw. Oh, wait. Hold on, is that a description of you or moi? And side by side, together you and I watch as Whisper can soar, Whisper can roar, after I'm all done with my chores. Whisper now cooks, Whisper now cleans, does any fetch quest for his queen. But my boldest feat on land or sea is loving you more than I love. And you know that I love me. I love me.
Okay, so you get that little tune by Whisper. And he's singing about, of course, his relationship with Amaya. And this is pretty much where I had stopped recording. I'll go through this door. And it won't let me. Interesting. Is it a different tune we have to play? Because I did that tune before. Alright, let's try red, red, gold, purple, green. Alright. We're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I did make it through this door, and soon after that you just come across another path puzzle that you have to solve. So we'll get back to that in the next episode, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.